Hello guys, Garcia here. Welcome back to the Clan Quest mod. So let's officially start the Sabbat chapter here, guys. So let's go.
So, this is the prince's newest plaything. This is the one everyone thinks so much of. I wonder if Andre played a joke when he called to say you were coming. You look ragged and soft, like a child's juguete, used up and discarded. Is there even any fight left in you, eh?
Man, she figured out everything with one look. And who the hell are you supposed to be?
Name's Victoria. But until you earn a place in the Sabbat lick, you call me Ductus. I know who you are, but what I'd really like to see is whether you can even bear those fangs. Or did the Camarilla leave you so spineless you could never stand among the Sabbat?
So the Camarilla taught me how to handle myself. Surely you must know what an asset that I could be for the Sabbat. So show me some respect.
If you can keep my pack and I laughing at your jokes, perhaps you have a chance after all.
See, being a funny guy pays off. Do I look like I'm joking? I'm here to get shit done.
Espera, gringo. That's not how this works. You don't walk into my house and expect to eat at the table. Sabbat doesn't work like you soft, gullible camarilla putas. No. First, you'll chase scraps. First, I need to see how far you'll go to please me.
Alright. So, I get it. I'm willing to work my way up the ranks. So, what do you need, Victoria?
Don't worry. My boots only need so much licking before I know you're worthy to hold our sword. Until then, my problems are yours. And there's one for which I need an outsider.
Oh, yeah. Sounds easy. Name it.
You've met the Mac, yes?
No, should I?
Tiene la sombra. Kind of a small-time alcahuete. Pimp. He keeps a house down the street and a few girls. He operates here freely, but he makes some money. No es me importa, pero one of his girls, immortal. She's of interest to me. The chains he keeps her with are not the kind you can see, but I want her free from his bondage. You'll be the one to change his mind.
Oh. So now I have to deal with pimps, huh? Alright, so what's so important about this girl?
It's not your concern. You're not here to ask questions, just do what you're told.
Chill, lady. Well, it might help it if I knew why you couldn't convince him yourself.
I don't put my nose in the shit directly. You're convincing him, so I'm convincing him.
Alright, fair enough. I'm on it.
Bueno, se llama Ariana. She used to live here in the nest among the pack. Do what you must, but get her home in one piece. Do this and you'll have my attention.
Alright, so I'll be back when she's home. So if you ever wondered why, when I talk about the characters in East LA or Andre, for example, I never say Andre or like something like that, even though I know that's how most English-speaking people would pronounce it. It's because of this mod, really. And I feel like as a Latino myself, I should like at least try to speak some of the Latino names here, or in the case of Andre, like an Eastern European name, like more in a way that more closely resembles the actual pronunciation, you know what I mean? And also Andre to me sounds way cooler than like Andre or something like that, you know what I mean? Alright, so we need to talk to the Mac. We also need to talk to Hazel. Probably should go talk to Hazel first before I do the Ariana quest here. Because man, Hazel loves to talk. He has gigantic walls of text. He's the character in the game that has the most like offensively long dialogues. So might as well start here. And he's very annoying, which is exactly the point, exactly what they were looking for in the mod here. He's a preacher, so yeah, as an atheist, I don't like any sort of preacher of any kind, but sometimes I pick his side just for the laws, you know what I mean? But we are gonna go with Victoria in this one, because her side frankly has more NPCs, and I want to listen to as much of the story as possible. So that's my rationale there. All right, so let's see what this fella is going to throw at us here. Santa Cruz.
Who does this wretch think he is? No! No one, mortal or otherwise, is going to take our church from us. I'll tear out his liver to feed the faithful. I'll slice his... Oh? What's this? Our minds were occupied. What do I behold here? Fresh, sweet blood. Word of your lust for communion amongst the true progeny of Cain has spread far and wide. Yes, your unholy arrival has been anticipated by many, myself notwithstanding. It's clear from the glassy, wayward look in your eyes. You seek the kind of faith that means something to you. More than just old words in an old book.
Oh, yeah.
You came to receive Hazel's blessing, of course. A blessing from us is no small thing, boy. But do you know, no reward is so great as true faith. Yes, yes. Perhaps you could earn our blessing.
He's a master of the art of like saying a lot of stuff and actually saying nothing at the same time. So what do you mean, earn your blessing?
Child, you were born into this world retching with original sin, fallen. By your hands, our brothers have suffered greatly. But Hazel has a plan for all that seek his absolution. Perhaps this fall was a blessing. Fallen now, you have a chance to rise again amongst our ranks, amongst our pack, to become a brother amongst brothers. Though I tell you, talk is cheap. It will take more than wasted words, no matter how eager, to pay your tithes to me.
I'm just laughing at it's so ironic, right? Talk is cheap. The guy that has the most cheap talk in the entire game. To give it to you. Alright, so how have I fallen? I thought the Sabbat, this was the Sabbat. No sin was too great.
I'm talking about that pillar of flame you brought down on the train yard. The one that sent our dear bishop to oblivion. But perhaps I owe you my thanks. With the bishop gone, Hazel Holmes has an opportunity to ascend to his rightful place amongst our brothers.
Oh, Bishop? Aren't you already the Pope of the Sabbat or something?
This church, this hat? Don't mistake me for some foolhardy, hypocritical holy man chasing after the wasted blood of some false prophet that never was. Titles and names are just empty, profane words that don't mean a thing but to those so stupid, so null, not to see the eminence of Hazel Tomes. Power, real power, needs no words. And it's well past the hour for this broken world to see my grand vision.
Oh, man. He really feels like Vic. He was tailored after that particular character. So if you're not trying to kill some rival priest, what is it you're after?
Child, coming from the clutches of the Camarilla, our thirst may seem depraved, chaotic even, but I assure you, our strength comes from structure. We're all equals, but some of us are more equal. Myself, for example, they call a ductus. I stand on the shoulders of my brethren, my pack, and upon my shoulders stand the feet of the bishop, who leads this parish. But you see, that weight has been lifted, and I am not eager to bear it again.
Alright, so as you can see, he talks and talks and talks, but every now and then he actually says either something that is very relevant or something that is actually factually correct. So, what do you want me to do?
Before any such ascension, I propose a trial, a test, to prove your loyalty to Hazel Tomes and my own. You see our humble chapel here? Not all appreciate its glory. Some would threaten us with legal action. Ha! What action could stand in the terrible light of our divinity?
So what do you mean, legal action?
Look at this letter. This worm in a suit came by today. Says the city has plans to knock our sanctuary down. First, they came with smiles and handshakes, offering to buy it. Now they come with cutting threats. They would have us believe that the dollar is greater than faith. that what my flock here needs is a shopping center. They say they'd bring the authority of man to remove me and my congregation, by force if need be.
So, can't you just kill him? Or them?
Would that I could. But the last thing my parish needs is more attention from these crusading cattle. What a miracle it would be if this problem disappeared of its own accord. Or rather, your accord.
Yeah, I figured. Let's see. Alright, I'll take care of these people.
My faith has provided me the answer I sought. Find this fool and find his end. And before you're done, find why this cursed city seems intent on swelling the earth up itself to swallow our chapel. Return to me when the deed is done, and I will see to it that your presence in our order is a lasting stain.
Alright. I need details?
Their ringleader keeps an office not far from our sanctuary. They threaten not only I, nay, such a grandiose secular altar of consumerism would threaten the whole of this community. A garden needs weeding to grow. I command you to tear this fool from the earth with righteous fury.
Ooh, okay. Hallelujah. I'll make them pay. I command you? Oh, come on, guy. Really? So we are already at that point? He's already commanding me? That's crazy. Alright, so he talked a lot. But the gist is, we need to complete this quest first. So there's a group that is trying to basically erase the church from existence here. And replace it with a shopping mall. So we need to find the office. This quest is kind of unique because you can go there straight away and do the quest. I think the office is on the other side probably. Yeah, it is. But you also can gather some clues, and you can also use inspection or perception or both to get some extra XP points during the quest. I'm not going to do that because obviously I'm not a ranged character this time around, so no point. Before I talk to the mech, maybe I should talk to the mech first, then we should talk to Jesse. Alright, so let me talk to the mech first. Yeah, because if I talk to the mech now, I will have to do the Ariana quest. Okay, so let me chill here. So, let me try to explain this. When you do the Ariana quest, you go into the brothel, and the brothel is, the leader of the brothel is a guy named Mac. He's basically the pimp there. And that guy, I'm going to actually pause the game to explain this, because I'm losing blood here. I'm going to leave it here. So if you do the Ariana quest first, then he's going to ask you to find another Latina girl to replace the niche quote-unquote project that he has in Ariana. So he wants another Latina to fill the void, to be the new lady of the night there. So he's going to give us, the game is going to give us a couple of options. So we can get Alejandra, which is a girl that works at the laundromat, and another girl that works at, I think it's like a taco shop or something like that. And we can, I probably should actually pause like this because of the song. So we can choose one of the two to do that. I usually go with the other lady instead of Alejandra, which is the closest one to the church, to the Jesus, to the place where Mac is. I forgot. For some reason I forgot. So because of that, I need to do the Hazel quest first, because I need a dialogue that I'm going to get with the girl that is going to be the one that I'm going to use in the Ariana quest. So I need to do the Hazel quest first. Therefore, I need to talk to Jesse first before I go to talk to Mac. And after that, I'm going to do the quest for Hazel first, and then we are going to do the Ariana quest.
So you made it to the bad side of town, eh?
My man.
I won't ask what the Sabbat made you do to get here. As long as you help me cut some slack on this collar the prince still has around my neck.
So good to see you again, Jesse. Ready to give me the lowdown? So what's our plan here?
Just one problem. I might have exaggerated, just a little, about the whole getting you through this mess bit. there's no plan whatsoever.
Oh, yes. So what are you talking about?
Look, my relationship with the prince is clumsy at best. I'm doing the bare minimum to survive. To be honest, I care more about my street art than whatever the fuck LaCroix decides his priority is this week. You might want to consider the same.
Actually, I am the same. So, alright, so what you're saying is that you can't really help me at all?
Dude, I'm too busy getting stoned to fight your battles for you. Smart enough to keep my eyes open, though. That's just survival. So I can tell you who's who and what they're up to, but after that, man, you're on your own.
Alright, it's better than nothing, I guess.
Good news for you is you couldn't have picked a better time to come fuck with the Sabbat.
Oh, how so?
The Hood's bishop just took a dirt nap. So now, every Sabbat with an ounce of influence is squabbling to stake their claim to that power.
See, that's why this chapter fits so well with the game. Because obviously, you like destroying that warehouse and like destroying one of the bishops there and so on. That creates a chain of events that basically finishes itself here in East LA. So it fits so extremely well into the game. It fits better than certain parts of the actual vanilla game in the game, you know. So it's very interesting how they were able to weave the story, you know. So Bishop.
It's Sabbat politics. Don't ask me. The point is, the big bad Sabbat want to be bigger and badder Sabbat. They'll stop at nothing to sink their greedy fangs into the power they'd have over the local Sabbat packs. And you can bet they're about to turn on each other. Lucky you, here just in time to play one pack off another.
Alright, so you're telling me it's going to be more politics?
Yep. The more things change, right? Sabbat are really not that different from the Camis. They're just a little more open about being totally awful.
I see, so they are more honest, I guess. So can you give me some tips if you're not going to help me otherwise?
You're infiltrating, remember? Go talk to the top brass. Victoria in the projects. Hazel at the church. See what's making them tick. Help them out if you can. Gain someone's trust. But be ready to put a knife in their back the second they turn on you.
Oh, that's the idea. So it's worth a shot. I'll keep you updated.
What's cracking?
I've got some questions.
What's up?
So can you tell me about something? Oh, someone, sorry.
Who?
Well, the crazy preacher, Hazel.
Dude, that motherfucker's crazy. Like, borderline personality disorder, Malkavian as far as I can tell. He's got some pull around here, scraping to be king of the heap. And my guess is whatever he's planning is gonna fuck everyone. So make sure you keep your face clean.
I'm trying. So what about all those weird people he keeps around?
He pulls his followers from the dredges, drug addicts, homeless, lost souls. As far as I can tell, he changes them somehow. Corrupts them along the lines of their own addictive energy and takes it for his own. Best to keep your distance. There's no helping them. They're his eyes and ears now.
I see. He sounds almost like sad about the whole thing.
Who?
Victoria?
As far as I can tell, she's the only one here with any real weight to throw around. She runs the cartel and the drug trade from the shadows. Gives her muscle and a steady flow of income. No surprises she's scheming to be the next bishop.
Any weaknesses?
Well, like any good Sabbat, she's greedy. But unfortunately for you, she's a Setite, so that's just her second nature. Before she's done, she'll make enemies into friends and friends into neat little piles of ash.
Oh, that didn't help. I should go. He has more dialogue lines. We'll talk with him later. Okay, so first I need to feed. Here is actually easy to feed because they are very spaced out, the NPCs, I mean. You need to remember which NPCs I already fed on, you know what I mean? Okay, so to start a Hazel quest, I think we are already at the point in which we can already walk around and get some clues. So in the name of Hazel, sure. He wants to take the developer. There you go. There's another part of this quest that revolves around... This quest is all over the place because you can also talk to a guy that I forgot his name. It's a guy that's involved in the next quest in the quest line for Victoria. The problem with that is that I'll have to do the... Yeah, it's such a complicated thing. So instead of complicating things too much, I'm just going to do what I know I can do now. I'll do the part of the quest that I can and be done with it. I'm going to get less XP regardless because I don't have enough XP to fully expose the guy. I know what I'm saying right now is not making a whole lot of sense, but it will make in a second. So the guy works... Where is it? No, not here. Here. Yeah. So we need to talk to this guy, Anderson Reality. So we need to talk to this guy here and convince him to stop his plans to bring the church down. We can also talk to a couple of NPCs, one in the bar here and one back there in that establishment there, about the church, if they know something about like the church being destroyed or something like that, or demolished. So the other one, the one that is in the bar, is only going to be available, or maybe he's already available actually. You know what, I'm going to check. I think he's only gets available after the first quest for Victoria, but I could be wrong about that. So let's check the bar here real quick. This bar is going to give me tons of problems in terms of copyright, but it is what it is. No, he's not here. Good to know. Okay. So yeah, he's only going to be available later. So I could just do this part of the quest and postpone the rest of the Hazel quest, I guess. But I don't want to do this. So I'm just going to do what I can here and finish the quest. So after you do the initial quest for both Hazel and Victoria, you need to choose one of the sides. And from then on, you're going to be locked in one of the two paths. Like basically working for one of the Ductuses for the rest of the Sabat chapter. So I can't go back on the choice, you know? So that's why I need to like position myself here correctly to be able to do the quest that I can do.
Is the human race going
Oh,
crazy,
sorry,
or
didn't
is
see
it
you
just
there.
me?
Did you like want to place
Seems
an order or
like all
something?
you hear is bad news lately. Anybody feel
Hey,
the
Slow
same
Night,
way?
let's chat.
Feel like
What's
the world's
what's
cracking
been going on
into
around
seams?
here lately?
Why don't we make
Nothing
plans
special.
tonight?
Just another
And if
beautiful
that
night in the
doesn't work,
barrio.
we'll all go back
Really
to
looking forward to
calm
going
usual
home. I've got the
protest
VCR all set up to record.
Line 5,
It's the
you're
finale
on
of
with
Abrazos
Deborah
Prohibidos
Knight.
tonight.
So tell me,
VCR, that's
society
old
going
school.
to hell or not?
So there has been no talk of losing your job or this place shutting down?
No, of course not. That's crazy. Business is great. Why would we close?
Well, the church next door is going to get torn down. I heard the whole block was going with it.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's awful. So typical of people these days. Nobody respects the Lord's house anymore. It's just like the war on Christmas, you know?
I see. So nobody mentioned anything to you about this place getting sold or sold out for a mall?
No. The owner and me, we're
I
good
hear
friends.
it.
She would have told me if I needed to look for a new job.
I see. Thanks for chatting.
Oh, sure. It's so nice to make new friends.
That's a
Let me know if you
shame.
want anything. I'll get you the employee discount.
Alright, this lady's really cool. So, thanks. I don't think you'll see me eating here
Why is
tonight.
that?
Although. Alright, so we got one piece of clue, or one piece of news here. So, we've heard the whole neighborhood getting redeveloped. Maybe you should ask the developer about it before you neutralize him. So, if I go to the bar when the NPC is there, I can get the second clue, and then I can go to the office and get the third clue there. Basically, that's it. But that NPC only shows up later. But I would like to finish the Hazel quest right now, so I'm going to do that. So it's kind of incomplete, but it's finishable, which is fine. And yeah, this is probably the greatest combination of hub and song ever. Just absolutely perfect. Oh, wrong place. So Auspex helps a lot here. But that's not my jam here. So I think I can look at like the map or something to be able to give me another clue. Let's see. Yeah, I don't have anything of those blue dots, those blue shiny ones. So that means that I cannot interact with this, which means that I cannot do the rest of the quests as I thought. So,
Sorry, no clients right now. Trying to wrap some things up. Have to come back tomorrow.
sorry, but our business can't wait. It's a matter of life and death.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? You threatening me?
Yeah.
This is East LA, you moron. You think I'm not prepared to deal with some small-time punks like you?
Oh, hey. So put that gun away. I'm not here to threaten you, but your life is in danger. I'm here to help, but you have to listen.
Okay. Talk fast then. Before I change my mind.
Alright. So why are you trying to destroy the church down the street? Time and time again you've tried. It can't be worth it.
Are you kidding me? It may not be prime real estate now, but I see something everyone else has missed. I've seen this before in East Hollywood. I've seen it in Brooklyn. This neighborhood is about to get the yuppie treatment. This shitty barrio is about to blow up. I'm gonna make a killing when I finally clear-cut that whole block.
Oh, really? So let me think here. So, well, your plan seems fucked. The neighbors don't seem to be too worried about being evicted. So, sure, you did miss some acquisitions in your little scheme.
That can't be right. I've looked it all over, up and down. You think I'm some kind of idiot? I don't know who sent you or what you're trying to get from manipulating me, but I think you should just leave before someone gets hurt.
So, are you really ready to stake your entire career and reputation on some crappy old building? You need to cut and run?
You're right.
Really?
I think I need to get out of this town and never come back.
Okay, so that's what I wanted to hear. Not why. Now, why don't you be on your way? There you go. All right, so you took care of the developer. Before neutralizing him, you confronted him about the evidence that showed his plan was faulty, but he insisted it was all bullshit. There you go. So I don't know if I did the thing correctly here, but that's what I need to do. So we are going to deliver the quest to Hazel, and then we cannot talk to Hazel anymore. Because if we get the next quest in his quest line, I'm going to get locked off from the Victoria's path. So I need to be able to finish the quest, but without getting another one, you know? Oh, hey. Press the wrong button there. Awesome. Yeah, the GTA quest we're going to have later, right there, is going to be a problem for my humanity, but right now I have 10, so should be okay. But we'll see. One thing that I like a lot about this place is that you can ask the NPCs about random stuff too. Like you can talk to like Ariana, for example, which is the great-granddaughter of Victoria. And you can ask her like random life questions. She's not even a vampire. Just a regular girl that Victoria happens to protect. And I think if you take the Hazel path, you actually turn her into a vampire, which is very interesting. He does that to like demoralize Victoria, and obviously works. Hey, man.
I see you've come to haunt my haven. Tell me, child, have you resolved our quest? Has the so-called developer been sent to meet his fictitious maker?
That's a little bit on the nose. Yes, he's taken care of.
Hallelujah!
Amen.
Truth prevails over false idols yet again, and the Church of Hazel Tomes stands another night in all its glory, a beacon to the undesirables and deplorables of the world. Well done, fledgling. And did you inquire into the persistence of the matter? What drives a man so tenaciously towards his own doom?
Alright, so that's the part that I didn't complete of the quest, so didn't have time. The guy was too busy dying to answer any questions.
Travesty. But my heart will not be set astray from our path of righteousness. For as dead men don't speak, indeed, neither can they spin a pen. And as we've seen tonight, the sword is stronger.
Alright, yes, I guess so.
You've proven yourself a loyal disciple. Please, Allow my adorations to ordain you into our unholy congregation. Be no stranger to the Church of Hazel Tomes, for you are a welcome guest in this sanctuary, and this pack may have use of your talents another night.
Alright. See you around, Hazel. So I cannot talk to him anymore, I think. I'm going to just test my theory here, but I think that's it for him. Back in the day, this caused me so much trouble because it took a while for me to understand that one route locked the other.
Hazel Tome's dark vision is nearly clear enough to seep out into the world, like a sickly ink of truth. But there's still a few pieces of this puzzle. No, it's not ready yet. Return to me in a night to carry out my crusade.
Okay, so basically the idea here is that I think the game is telling me complete the 2 initial quests for the Ductuses first. Then the second quest for each one will be available, and then you can proceed. Because you need to get Ariana from Mac's place here, because she's important for the 2 routes. So I think you cannot get locked off until you do that. Okay, let me save here. Always saving because a crash can always happen.
Welcome to Chateau de Mac. You just wandering here because you look lost. Like you're looking for something. Maybe I can help you find whatever it is you're looking for.
There you go, we have a different kind of preacher here, but a preacher all the same. So, okay, Mac, I'll bite. What the hell is it you're peddling?
You're probably like most people, ain't you, pal? You got certain desires and fantasies. Things you wouldn't want your wifey or girlfriend to know about. Maybe things the police can't know about. The Mac isn't gonna look too closely at what gets you hot and bothered. But as long as you got the money, you always leave satisfied.
Oh, I see. So what's the going rate these days for some personal attention?
Now, normally I don't negotiate up front, but you seem like a straight shooter. So, for a first timer like you, I'll give you a special deal. $100?
Come on, for a first timer, why don't you give me a real discount?
Just because I can tell you drive a hard bargain.
Oh yeah.
I'm willing to cut you a deal. Tell you what, $50 as long as you keep coming back to see the Mac.
Oh yeah, I have the best teachers in the world. I have a druggie in Santa Monica. I have Fat Larry, business extraordinaire in downtown LA. I also have one of the greatest rock stars of all time, a legendary member of the Ebola cereal band. So as you can see, I've been taught by the absolute best. And also I stole a book from the great Boris from the Russian Mafia. So yeah, I'm the complete package in terms of finance. Sounds good, but I forgot my wallet. I'll be back. Alright, so let's go for the actual quest. Let's see if he can give us some tidbits here.
Back again, I see. Something I can do for you?
Yeah. I think we've got some serious business to discuss.
Business, huh?
Yes.
Do tell. What are you, an ex-boyfriend? Maybe a brother? Look, pal, the only business these ladies have with anyone now is me. It's trouble you're looking for. You're barking up the wrong tree, doggy.
No, it's nothing like that. Victoria sent me. She wants to cut one of your girls loose.
Ah, this again? Look, for the last time, Ariana ain't for sale. You go back to that bitch and tell her if she wants some alone time, she can pay the same price as everyone else. But I'm not giving up my Latina princess.
Alright, she's just one girl. There's gotta be something you want.
Victoria's been a fucking pain in my ass about this chica. Wish I knew what was so fucking special about her, but yeah, I can think of something that might make it worth my while.
My man. So what's that?
The girl's a USDA grade A cut of ass. But more importantly, she fills a certain niche. You gotta understand, my clients have certain proclivities. Some gents come down to East LA looking for a piece of that sweet Latina action, and the Mac's gotta provide.
Oh, what a gentleman. So what are you getting at here?
I'm saying, Victoria's really pushing my buttons on this one. And I need some goodwill around here, so yeah, I could give you the girl. But I still need some Latina bitch to fit the bill. You find someone else to fill her Mexican thong, maybe we can talk about cutting her loose.
Okay. Alright, yeah, I can get someone in here, but it's up to you to keep them in line after that.
Do what you gotta do. Tell them what they need to hear, use your disciplines, threats, hell, bash her fucking head in and drag her here if you have to. I can take care of the rest. But she's gotta be brown, and she better be cut. No fatties. I don't want to see you dragging anything less than a 7 my way.
Okay. Alright, you better stick to your word.
Hey, deal's a deal. That much you can hold me to. And remember, you need the hookup, then you know the Max got your supply.
My man, I'll keep that in mind later. Alright, so you can ask him, and he's going to tell you where you can get a new Latina. It's very funny for me to say that. But I already know. So there's one in the laundromat right there, but we're going to need her for the other quest. But if you're going for Hazel, you can totally use her. Doesn't matter. Hazel is going to have a different set of quests, which is another very interesting thing that you can do here on... I'm going to the wrong side, aren't I? Yeah. A very interesting thing that you can do here in East LA is you can either keep following the Camarilla as normal, you can actually join the Sabbat and be a part of one of the packs, either Hazel's pack or Victoria's pack, but you can also choose Hazel or Victoria, and they're going to are going to have different sets of quests for each pack, while still being a member of the Camarilla. So you essentially have 3 ways that you can enjoy this chapter. So it has replayability, you know what I mean? Alright, so as I told you guys, I'm going to pick the lady from the taco shop here. Kind of breaks my heart, but not really. Shame that she's not going to be able to finish Abrazos Prohibidas. That's not cool, man. It would be funnier if she said that she was watching like El Chavo del Ocho.
Something on your mind?
Now that would be a Latino thing. Or like a Mexico soccer game.
Oh, sorry, didn't see you there. Did you
Asked to
want to
speak
place
to
an
the
order or
cute-
something?
Hey,
Alright, so say Bonita, what's your name?
I'm Martina. See, it says so right here on my name tag.
Oh, I see. So you are really cute. You know what you've got? Spunk? I don't know what that means. So I love a girl with a spunk. Say, what are you looking for a change?
Oh, I don't know. It's not much, but I like working here. I like my little life. Are you offering me like a job?
So tell me.
Yeah, see, that's exactly the kind of positive attitude that I'm looking for. I became the Mac here. I help find people with talent. I know a guy that's looking to fill a sales position. I think it would be perfect.
You really want me? I always knew my smile would take me far in life, but I never thought it would land me a job. Who's this friend of yours?
Oh yeah, let me write down this address. It's just down the street. I don't think you're going to regret this. Yeah, you're definitely going to regret this, sorry. Well, there you go, and I will too. Okay, so the thing here is, if you send this lady to... The Mac is going to be like, she's not that great, but hey, I'll accept that. If you send Alejandra, and Alejandra is really pretty, then he's going to be like, whoa, that's a great trade there. You know what I mean? What I like about the Mac the most is that he has no filter at all. He's the type of character that nowadays would only be available in one of those plus 18 games. And I don't mean porn, I mean like one of those like super violent games that have no filter. Because nowadays this type of character with this type of dialogues would probably wouldn't happen like that, you know? I always forget that this is on the other side. So yeah, the only critique that I have for the entire Sabbat chapter is something that I already talked to you guys about before, and I hate when mods do this of any game. It's just too big. There's no reason for the city here to be this big, the hub to be this big. Could be half the size and would work just as well. You know, it doesn't need to be like this gigantic.
No.
That said, is the only thing that I actively don't like because I need to walk around too much. I'm lazy, that's it. Other than that, I like all the characters, all the stories, and so on. The soundtrack. So let's see if he's going to accept the taco girl here.
I know you can feel it too.
Hey,
The
mister.
fog of doom like a dead weight condensing around this blighted city. Who will you trust to guide the sword of Cain in these final nights? Put your faith in me and fear not.
Yeah, well, you know how it is, Hazel. I don't want to get involved in the politics here. I'm only around long enough to turn a buck and get back on my feet. Everyone wants something. In the end, it comes down to who can deliver the goods.
Even in the abyss, you won't escape the politics and bickering. Not so long as you live among your fellow Canaanites here in the Angel's City. Worship the dollar at your altar of inequities, but it won't buy you salvation on Gehenna's Eve. You say you believe in our father's shackles. Believe also in me.
Inequities.
I alone have the judgment to guide us through.
Yeah, Hazel, I know. Let me sleep on it. I'm sure we can work something out.
Yeah, please.
I bid you good eve, K-Knight.
Hello, mister. See ya. I was kind of afraid here because I've had a bug here before. So what happens is after this conversation, sometimes Hazel can get stuck and he can't reach the door, and then you get just completely stuck here, but it didn't happen. Okay.
This girl you brought by, yeah, it wasn't quite what I was looking for, but she'll do, for now. Anyways, you're alright. I think this'll make things a lot easier around here for both of us.
Alright, good to know. Great. It's a pleasure doing business with you. What was the deal with Hazel?
Hazel? Yeah, fucking Malkavian. He's as whacked out as they come. Now he's coming around here, wanting me to back him while he vies for bishop of this corner of LA. Guy like that, best just tell him what he wants to hear. You can count on one thing though. With a bunch of Canaanites clamoring to be on top, things are gonna get nasty around here real fast.
Yeah, I know. So a bishop of what? Is there a rival preacher or something?
Yeah, I heard as far as anti-tribute go, you're as fresh as they come.
Yeah, day one.
Come on, get your shit together. The Sabbat's rank and file, kid. You murder and cheat your way to the top of your gang, you're a ductus. But if you want turf, if you really want to start to make the moves in the city, you gotta work your way up to bishop.
I see, so there's a position to be filled. So what happened to the last guy?
Real unfortunate. Guy was inside this warehouse on the other side of town when a bomb went off. Camarilla job from what I hear. Part of some kind of warning or payback. A lot of whispered rumors around that, but I guess you wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Yes, I guess whoever did that, hopefully they realize what a mistake working for the Camarilla is and start a new life. I'd like to take Ariana now, while you chew on that thought.
Hey, I'm a man of my word. I'll have Rihanna pack her shit up and meet you outside. It's a pleasure doing business. And if you ever need your fix, sex, blood, a bit of the ultra-violence, you know where to come.
Ah, man. Okay. See you around, Mac. Alright, so yeah, he wasn't so super happy about the new girl, but hey.
What?
I'll apologize to the taco shop later.
What's happening? Who are you? Where are we?
So, Ariana, so it's time to go home?
What do you mean home? This place looks strange. This isn't home, is it?
No, you've been away for a while, from home for a while, kid. So can you find your way back to your place in the projects from here?
Yeah, I think. This is looking familiar. I can see the gate down the street, so my building shouldn't be far.
Alright, run along home. It's best you just forget about this place.
Wait. Can you tell me what happened in this house? My stomach, it's nothing up just looking at this place.
Like I said, I think it's better you just walked on home now. Nothing good happened here.
Yeah, I feel like I need to lay down. I don't know who you are, but thanks.
See ya, don't sweat it. I'll see you around. So, meet her later, but I need to talk to Victoria first. So, I thought I was going to have, like, it's going to take longer than this, to be honest. I thought I was going to spend this entire episode just talking to people. But it turns out The dialogues are not as long as I thought. It's just maybe I was remembering differently. I mean. All right, so hopefully, good old Victoria is going to be happy with this. Ugh, I always forget.
Get out of my way, man.
Sorry, bro. Chill. This reminds me of the NPCs in Oblivion. Just go. I am like the grand champion. I am the archmage. I am the leader of all the guilds and so on. And then you go right next to them, and they are like, "Good day." They hate your guts for no reason. It's hilarious. Alright, so hopefully that will make her happy here. Ductus?
You've done well. The Mac says you're a man of your word. And more importantly, Ariana's home. For that, you have my thanks.
Okay, so can you tell me now what's so special about that girl anyways?
No. You'll earn that information in time. All you need to know is that unless you lust for the final death, she is off limits.
I have had her, don't worry about it. Can't you fill me in on any of the other local customs?
You're well outside the domain of the Camarilla now, and their rules. There's no sheriff. The only justice we have is of the street. You're free. Do as you please. Just don't be stupid and don't fuck with your pack mates. No one's going to execute you unless you break these two guidelines.
Okay, pack mates, tell me more about that.
Think of the Sabbat como un puño. Many fingers. Each one moves on its own, but true strength comes when they strike together. Each pack of the Sabbat has a few old soldiers. The ones you see around here, these are mine. Los Discípulos de Xicoat.
Oh, I see. Am I part of the pack now?
In normal nights, to join our ranks, you'd first have your soul ripped from your body. But Andres made you a special exception. Returning Ariana was a smart move, but trust is earned. You'll join Los Discípulos when you've proven yourself loyal and strong.
Oh, I see. So can you tell me what you're all about then?
I head this chapter of the Latin Kings and their drug trade. But that's all a facade. My true title is Ductus of the pack I lead. Our enemies have learned to fear me, but my soldiers know well enough to respect me. To respect a firm hand and a sharp knife. That's the power every good leader bears.
Okay, so what's a Ductus?
The Ductus is the one the pack looks to for answers. It's a seat of power I've kept warm for many years. But the bishop is the one who controls the domain, the one that all the Ducti must support. It's time Los Discípulos are at the front of East LA. With the bishop dead, that is now possible.
Oh, I see. So the plural of Ductus is actually Ducti. Sure. So, but someone else wants the job as well?
Claro que sí. Hazel, Padre Loco, he moved his pack in on this turf. That hideous Malkavian madness runs deep if he finds himself worthy of the title of bishop. And deeper still if he thinks sucking up to me, André, and any of the other Sabbat will get him anywhere.
So what's so special about this place?
El Barrio, East LA. It's modest, perhaps, but it's earnest. This is where the downtrodden and forgotten are cast off. In the air, you taste that desperation? That desperation is our lifeblood. These depas we nest in. A perfect example. The mortal government's consolation, with the best of intention, to the many wretched relegated here. But we've corrupted it completely. Through drugs, through apathy. The cattle here we keep on a short rope.
I see. So I'm starting to see why you're fighting people. Let's change the subject, Jesus. So what is the word on the streets these nights?
Your timing here, it's extraño. The winds of change have come. Perhaps it's no coincidence they've blown you to my door, when it's you I have to thank.
Oh yes? What do you mean?
In the warehouse, the bomb you placed. It killed many soldiers that night, my superior and the Sabbat included. You opened a door that had been shut for decades. Unfortunately, I'm not the only one fighting for a slice of power.
Alright, so who's exactly was your superior?
The Duchess is the one the pack looks to
Oh,
for.
yeah. Repeating dialogues here. That's all very interesting, but what about the Camarilla spy?
There's nothing on the street about it. You're the one holding all the clues, I'm afraid. But perhaps we can see each other's paths to their ends.
Alright, I like the sound of that, so what do you have in mind?
The blood flows from apathy, but the drugs are the current to pull it along. Someone, brave or foolish enough, has damned themselves, stealing from me. The delivery from the south has disappeared, and our pack will suffer until this drought is cleared. Find the thief and slaughter them.
Alright, so what can you tell me about the courier?
I don't concern myself with the details. Go talk to one of the juice bags, Arturo. He'll tell you what you need to know. You can find him in El Número 4.
Okay, so who is Arturo?
Él es un enforcer de King's. He's loyal. He follows the tide of our drugs carefully. He can be trusted. He will help you.
Okay, got it. I'll be back when it's done.
Espere. The Sabbat. In the day, we share a common haven. A nest. Apartamento 5 is yours to rest in and keep your things. This is my boon to you for Ariana's safe return. Even if you still have my trust to earn.
Okay, thanks, Victoria. Alright, so I got the new haven. I don't think I've ever used this for anything. And every time I actually need to go to the haven, I go to the original one. Like the second one. But it's cool that they give you the option here. So let's check it out first. So 5. Yeah, this is where Ariana lives. Arturo lives on the other side of this building here. So this is our new one. So I guess Heather should be here. Yeah, she is. We have an email. We got downgraded here in the PC department here. We are back using the white monster here. Collide. Okay.
Still awake?
Oh yeah, can play some dab. So this one is empty. Blood packs, always great. Die my darling. Just this name from these types of bands are so funny to me. Alright, so let's see what else. Alright, cool. Oh, can I get this for me? No. It's like this is representing like a VCR or something like that. But it's actually just the car stereo. And yeah, they gave me the Haven, but they didn't even give like me a bed. Just my old, very fucked mattress here. Okay, so, Jesus. Okay. All right, so that's it for the Haven. Where is she? Oh, hey.
I had a dream this afternoon. You were in it. You were stroking my hair, telling me you loved me. And then, in the next instant, you were gone. And I was alone, and I cried out for you, but you wouldn't answer. You're here now. I have never felt more relieved.
Alright, I will never leave you, your dearest Heather.
You're so kind to me.
Alright, so... Alright, I'm not going to embrace her. Okay. Here. So, as I said before, this is funny. I never, ever, not even once, not even as a joke, clicked on the option to embrace her. So to this day, I don't know what happened. It's one of those things that I don't even like to entertain the idea. Alright, so where's Ariana here? So, to finish off today, let's just talk to Ariana here. Let's see what she thinks about life and stuff. Let's see if she remembers something from the experience. And tomorrow, in the next episode, we'll talk to Arturo. Oh, she's inside, I see.
Is the human race going crazy,
Tons
or
of
is it just
boy bands and stuff.
Seems like all your
She might have like a
feel like the world's
new Kids on the Block poster. Oh, can I actually use this? Let's see. Oh, it's empty. Okay. I want to talk to her, but she's in a rough spot there. I might get stuck, I think. Let's see if this is going to work or not. Oh, she moved. Great. Sorry.
Hola. ¿Qué haces en mi apartamento?
Sorry, can we speak English?
Sorry. Can I help you?
So, Ariana, isn't it? I guess no one told you about me.
No. Who the hell are you then?
Alright. So, I'm a friend. Remember where you were living before this? I was the one that helped you get away from that place.
Wait, what? How do you know about all that? Yeah, I'm Ariana. Why do I get the feeling we've crossed paths somehow?
Well, yeah, you could say that. You're too young and stupid to be... let's not talk like that. So forget about it. You seem like a nice girl, a little strange but nice. So what were you doing in a shithole like that?
I don't really know. It's a strange thing. I was in that place for so long, but I guess I just sort of blocked a lot of it out. I can't really talk about that yet, okay?
Alright, so I'm guessing this wasn't a stunt to fit in with the other girls at school?
Man, who knows what I was thinking? Kicking ass at school, rocking the scene was my life as a kid. Next day, I'm a streetwalker with too much to prove. Way to adult, Ariana. At least the money was good.
Alright, so what could you possibly need all that money for?
Not the career path for me, I guess. But I do still need more money if I'm gonna make it to college. You know, some people want to change the world, but I'll settle for just fixing things up around here. That's the best any of us can really hope for.
Okay, so what are you going to study to do all that?
Who knows? Psychology, urban farming, sociology, I don't know. Too many choices. All I know is I don't want to forget where I came from.
Oh, I see. So she is bodyed through and through here. So have your parents made a suggestion? Where are they, anyways?
Last I checked, my dad's somewhere in Mexico City, but I never knew him. Mom, well, she was a bystander 5 years ago. Stray bullet. But it's not all bad. My big brother, he's always watched out for me. Made sure I have what I need.
Oh, so who's your brother?
Arturo. Maybe you know him. Seems like everybody around here does. I can't say I agree with him all the time, but he's never been anything less than a good brother to me.
Oh, I see. So what could he say about your little business venture? What would he say, sorry?
Like you never did anything you regret. Nostalgia, regret. If this crap is for adults, I already miss being a little kid.
Oh, you have no idea how bad it's going to get. So regret is my closest friend this night. So you sure you're still in high school?
Thanks, I guess. School's a breeze. The teachers tell me I don't really belong here, but this is home. For better or for worse, you know?
Alright. So you said you got all that money working for the Mac, you could leave?
Not the career path for
Oh yeah, sorry, repeating, okay. Alright, there you go. There's more stuff, I think. But you have to go through some repeating dialogues here. So eventually you start to find out that there's like this family component to the entire thing here. While talking to Victoria, she basically alludes to the same thing, which is the same reason why she decided to stay, and like she made her whole Sabbat career, so to speak, here, because this place is home, you know. I don't know how it is for the English speakers, like in the States, in the UK, and so on, but for us in Latin America here, everybody that like leaves home and never comes back is like, people have a bad feeling and a bad attitude towards those people, because you are supposed to look back even if you're not here anymore, you know what I mean? and some people just never leave. That's kind of part of our culture in a way. Scarface, of course. If there's like a drug scale and some syringes, there's going to be someone with a Scarface t-shirt, I guess. The law of nature. Alright guys, so we started our exploration here of the Sabat chapter and of East LA. So we met most of the characters we're going to meet. Good old juice bag himself here, Arturo. Which is probably, when you think about it, it's probably the guy that has the best, like I don't know, best is like a strong word, but has the voice and the voice actor that more resembles like the actual character, what they were trying to go for, or what they were going for with the character in terms of like what he represents and where he's from and so on. So you could say that he's kind of like true on the nose, the entire character and his demeanor and the way he speaks. But at the same time, there's nothing wrong with being too on the nose, because there's millions and millions of people that are basically what you expect they are going to be. You know, especially in Latin America here. So yeah. So we'll continue talking to these fascinating characters here in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.